All right, let's take a look at the chart action for Nokia. Before we do that, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. All right, so we're on the weekly time frame, and let's just start over from scratch. Got the bottom trend line like that. We got a top trend line going something like this. Now we have this big triangle pattern, something like that. We were getting resistance all right here, right here. We broke out of it for a second right here, that big pump, and then we came right back down, and now we're floating right in that space again, right in here that we've been in for a while right here. If we zoom in a little bit more, you can kind of see this. We're starting to form more patterns within this pattern. So we have this bottom trend line going something like this. I'm curious if we can keep holding support on it like this, and I think I probably talked about this in my last video, but we're on the weekly time frame, and you can see this 180 moving average coming in like this, and this is probably what's been keeping us down. You can see we broke below it, and ever since then it's just been going down, 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 and every time we come up, we didn't quite come up on this one, but on this one we came up right to it and got rejected and came back down, popped through it, came right back down and got rejected, and then when we tried to retest it, we got rejected right at that level again. So now we came down, and then we're riding this trend line. So I guess you can kind of say that we have this kind of triangle pattern, something like this possibly. And so we probably want to watch this triangle going something like this and wait and see if it breaks down or if it breaks up. Right now it looks like we're testing this trend line right here. I'm not 100% sure. We're on the daily time frame right now, and so let's go into like the smaller time frames and kind of see if we could get a better idea of what's going on. I think I'm kind of okay, so the other thing I wanted to show you before we move on to that smaller time frame is that on this weekly, you can see this moving average. Every time we break below it, boom, break down hardcore, and then we come up, break through it, and then we get the ride all the way up, and then it comes down, retests it, and breaks through it hard, and then it comes through, breaks down, it retests it, breaks down. It's going in and out of it for sure, but when you break through it down, it's getting these big dumps, boom, and then when we're on top of it, it's kind of like a slow ride up. So what I'm curious is, we just broke below it, we're retesting it now. Are we gonna get another dump down? We're below it right now, so, and we came above it, but we couldn't hold above it, so I'm not really sure what's going on with this. Let's go into the smaller time frames, and like that seems kind of bearish, but like when you look at it like this, or maybe even the 4 hour, let's go into the 4 hour. It kind of looks like it broke out a little bit, like it might want to be retesting this upper trend line up here. Cause so like if you draw a trend line from this red candle to this red candle right here, you can see the price came up, got resistance, came back down, caught support, resistance, support, resistance, and it looks like it's breaking out right now. The moving averages are kind of in the way of it though, it seems like, especially the 180 on all these time frames. Like look at the 4 hour. This is the 180 moving average. It looks like it's about to come in contact right there. If you go to the hourly, we are just breaking that 180 moving average right there. Let me clear out this. If you go to the hourly, we have that 180 moving average that we just broke above right there, and it looks like the 9 moving average is coming up and about to cross it, which is good. And then, but that's only on the hourly time frame, so it's not really that amazing. If we go into the 4 hour, we just broke above the 9 moving average, and we're about to come into that 180 moving average. I think I already talked about that. Let's see. Let's go to the daily. On the daily time frame, it looks like this 9 moving average is coming into contact right now when we're testing it. So let's see if we get a pump up. We also have this gap right here on the daily. So there's a gap from right here to right here. It's possible that we come up and fill this gap up to, let's see, about 417, 416 approximately. This gap was created on March 17th. And so, like I said, on the daily, we have that 180 moving average too. So I'm not sure. Even with this break up, like I said, there seems like there's a lot of resistance levels that we're going to have to fight through. It's possible that we break through them all and just start running up hard, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Like I said, it seems like we're testing this support line more than anything. Let's kind of see what happens in this area right here. And yeah, I'm not really sure what to say about this stock in general. I honestly wouldn't mind if we broke down here and we were able to buy back down over here. Honestly, that'd be nice in my opinion. But if we start going up, that's cool too. I mean, I wouldn't mind coming up this way and retesting this and then starting to bounce up in this, because then at least we're not breaking down hardcore and it looks a little bit more like we're going to the upside. Alright, if there's any stocks you guys want me to look at, let me know. And if you guys like that video, hit that thumbs up button.